Yo, what up? Back with another one. So, Don Tripp, the Memphis rapper, is back with another one. And basically, it's entitled Christopher because he's going back in time and talking about his upbringing. And I know some would say that, we've heard this from Don Tripp throughout his career about his upbringing, the hard times he had, living with his mom, being a breadwinner, and doing so many things not to fall off in order to take care of his kids, that sometimes it can get a bit redundant. You know what I mean? I know I listen to this and I'm like, damn, this ain't really nothing new that I possibly never heard from Don Tripp. But at the same time, I could not stop listening to it in a sense, from the beginning track to the last track. The only song that I didn't really like was track 10, Home Alone, featuring Single B. I don't think they make a good collaboration, in my opinion. I've heard him on a couple of his other projects. I'm not really a fan. And then the last track, I swear, Don Tripp not even on it. But other than that, everything else was dope. He released 2 singles first, 2 magazines, and then the Dornbecker Freestyle, which was dope. He got visuals for them out right now if you want to go check them out. But listening to it, I'm like, damn, man, is there anything that actually stands out to me? And one track particular stood out because it was entitled Both of Us. It's just basically about a shady ass bitch where he's talking to her, but she has, a dude or whatever. And I looked at that song like, okay, that's not really different in a sense of we heard that before from an artist, but the way he went at it, and then you listen to the lyrics with the hook, and I thought that was pretty different for him, you know what I mean? Because he definitely talks about relationships, him being in them, why he feel he's not good at them, and things of that nature throughout his project. So I listened to that song and was like, okay, I fuck with that. And Dope Dealer telling this story. Basically, he's still himself, even though he came from nothing. And he basically ain't broke. Call it what you want, but he getting money like a dope dealer. That song was pretty dope. Enemies is another one just about fake friends. Hard work definitely pays off. And it's a deep record when you think about it. I like how he gets so introspective on this album throughout many of the records. So I walked away from it thinking, this is a solid project. There's nothing really bad about it other than maybe some of the hooks. It's like he's not the best at making hooks, but they do. He definitely can perfect that the more he works on it. And, some of the production where it's like up and down, it's like this song will be great production, or his flow really don't match the production, or his flow takes a back seat to the production on some of these songs. So I definitely feel like he works with what he has, and that's the thing that makes an artist like him and Starlito dope, because they take probably the minimum of production and make it work for them. You know what I mean? They're not them artists that needs a dope beat to where you hear you like, oh, that's so-and-so producer, that's so-and-so. They'll take a, an average type beat and make it work for them. And I think that's the thing that stood out to me throughout this project. But it's definitely worth a listen. Don Tripp Christopher album, definitely a good look. I'll rock with it. It's definitely worth a purchase. And for those who don't believe in buying CDs or albums, you can stream it. It's definitely worth it. He's definitely a good lyricist out of Memphis. And y'all let me know what y'all think if y'all heard it. And what do you think about Don Tripp and Starlito? Are they like the best duo to collaborate, group wise? Or are they just lackluster in a bit? Other than that, I'm out of here, man. One.